Giving all praise, honor, glory to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Rakakwadash, the honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and the sincere shalom to the occupants out there pushing the sincerity and the truth and the sound doctrine. Really quick video. This is a video put up by GMS Austere Man, right? And it's entitled, you see what it's entitled. And it's just a compilation if you haven't seen it yet. You know, it's a compilation, as you can see, these ICE agents, arresting Jake, going into communities, arresting Jake. I've seen something about them. It's even in this video, but I heard something about them zip tying little babies, so-called black babies out of their apartment complexes and stuff like that. You know, and this is what we've been telling you, Jake, man. While y'all out there, calling us hate groups and trying to start fights with us and attacking us and pulling knives and guns on us and stuff like that. This is what we've been telling you, all right? And do I feel any remorse for Jake? No. In fact, I'm actually praising the Lord for it. To YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. I'm praising the Lord that He's putting the spirit on Esau to put hell on you, Jakes, man. We've been telling you about Jacob's trouble, and you refuse to hear the word of the Lord, man. You know what you do instead? Like I said, you come up, you play, you bother camps, right? And even you other Israelite camps, man. Y'all are. It's all about these damn gimmicks, man. You go out and you surround church. As far as you other Israelite camps, you go out and surround churches and stuff like that. Like that's really going to do anything, right? Y'all going back and forth with these debates. You got vocabolites, right? Going around and doing these crazy debates, and it's just like, how is that preparing the people for what's getting ready to come to pass, man? How is that preparing the people? So all these things that you people do, man, we've been telling you. So do we feel anything? No. I mean, because this is the YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, right? But anyway, I'm going to start off with a scripture that I seen on the comment board, because we're going to go into Second Ezra anyway, right? But this is Second Ezra 15 and 16 in the Revised Standard Version, right? It says, "For there shall be an unrest, right? There shall be unrest among men, growing strong against one another, right? They shall in their might have no respect for their king or the chief of their leaders," right? So that's what's happening right now. I'm not going to. These people are not. They're raising up against the authorities, right? People are really fed up with this place, and guess what? The authorities are fed up with the people too, right? They really get ready to start showing their horns, and the people are getting ready to start showing their horns against the authorities. So what you're looking at is just a clash of one power against a lower power, pretty much, right? But you see, people are really not having any respect for the authorities anymore, right? It's always earthquakes in diverse places, right? Those earthquakes in diverse places are what? Those earthquakes in diverse places are commotions, distress among nations. This what you see right here, right? The unrest growing among men, it says growing strong against one another. So not even just against the authorities, they're growing strong against us, right? But guess what? We're growing even stronger against them through the spirit of Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, man, right? Uh, your neighbor and yeah, just every day, driving, even just simply driving. You see the way people drive and cut you off, and just so much in a hurry, and almost ready to run you off the road and stuff like that. I mean, it's crazy, man. But this is what the Lord said was going to happen. This is what the Lord Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI said was going to happen, and through the spirit of Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, we've been telling you that these things. This is what we've been. These are the times that we've been looking upon, man. It was only a matter of time before it started happening, and from here it's going to escalate. I'm just going to tell you just straight up, man. It's going to escalate. You people think it's going to calm down, man. It's getting ready to get crazy out here, man. Right? So let's get Second Ezra chapter 16, and we're gonna read a little bit of that. Like I said, this is a really quick video, man. It's not very much to say on a situation like this because this is what we talk about on a daily basis, man. This is what we prophesy about. And for whatever reason, you got other camps that mock us for prophesying. You got other camps like that damn Chief Ephraim, which he's not technically a camp. He's a camp hopper, right? You know, he get on us because we go on the breakdowns. This is like, well, what is the point of studying, man? What is the point of opening up the Bible? What you guys are doing? Israelite parties and stuff like that. Like, what is that, man? Right? How is that preparing your mind for what's getting ready to come to pass? Right. So this is Second Ezra 16, and we're gonna start at verse 1. Woe be unto woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia. It says, woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Gird up yourselves with cloths of sack, right, and hair. Bewail your children and be sorry. It says, for your destruction is at hand. It says, a sword is sent upon you. Who may turn it back? It says, a fire is sent among you, and who may quench it? It says, plagues are sent unto you, right? And what is he that may drive them away? So this is a very self-explanatory verse, man. Right, pretty much, at least this part I'm reading right now. It says, may any man drive away an hungry lion in the wood. It says, or may anyone quench the fire in the stubble when it had begun to burn. May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer. It says, the mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? A part of these plagues is war, man. Part of these plagues is the earthquakes in diverse places, right? That's all part of it. You know, part of the plagues and the pestilences and stuff like that is the sickness of the mind. And people are very, very sick. And this is when you have wars. You know, this is when you have earthquakes in diverse places, all these protests and stuff like that. I just saw another article today, that's really going to set people off, man. You know, this is day 6. I think they said into the government shutdown, right? And Trump, they say Trump is talking about, preparing for, mass layoffs even more. There already been mass layoffs even when the government was running, right? Who knows when the government going to go be up and running anymore at this point, man? Who knows? It may not ever do. It may not ever be back up and running. Who knows, right? So the job losses, the price increases and stuff like that, man, it's really, really, really about to get rough, man. And this is what we've been talking about. You people, everybody's so opinionated, man. You know, everybody's got this to say, everybody's got that to say, instead of just sticking with the script. This is not our words, man. This is not what we say. This is what this is what it's this is what's happening, really. This is what's happening. And we see it. You would think it'd be easy for everybody to see at this point, but it is considered a mystery. So, let's see here. Let's get this one. It says, "Behold," verse 14. It says, "Behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth." Again, those plagues, those wars, all that stuff, man. Right? Let's go down here. Right? Woe is me. Woe is me. Who will deliver me in those days? It says, and that's a question that we're not asking anymore. Right? Who's going to deliver us in those days? We're not asking that, man. We already know. Regardless of what you people out there say, man. We already know. You notice we don't get on the internet and ask questions, man. We don't get on the internet and complain about so-called black people, right? I can't believe our people, man, and our children and this, that, and the other. You don't see us complain about that on the internet, man. There's a reason for that, because we know we have the answers. You people, on the other hand, y'all get on the internet without any answers, man. Y'all have all these damn opinions about why so-called, like the manosphere guys, man. Why are so-called black women so aggressive and this, that, and the other, and why black women this and even not just black women, you got the other manosphere guys. I mean, you got the black, I mean, a woman and a woman and a woman and this and a woman that. And it's just like you have no answers, man. That's why I don't really watch that manosphere stuff, man. It's played out. It's boring. Feminism is not an answer. This manosphere stuff is not an answer. What like I said, you people run around here asking all kinds of questions about so-called black people and the children going through what they're going through as far as what they're being taught in the schools and stuff like that. And it's just like we've been telling you the answer is simple, but you don't want to hear it. It's just an answer that you don't want, but the answer is there. But we're not getting on the internet complaining about this stuff. We're getting on the internet sighing and crying for the abominations that's being done in the midst thereof. We're not asking questions, right? The ultimate answer is destruction to this place, right? There is no healing. There is no healing in this place. And like I said, who knows if the government will ever be back up? Who knows? This may be a permanent thing, right? 6 days in, this may be a permanent thing, man. Right? But anyway. Oh, you know how they are though. They'll probably pay off and, you know, bend the hanger more. And eventually it's just going to snap, man. Right? Anyway, verse 18. It says the beginning of sorrows and great mourning. All right? It says the beginning of famine and great death. The beginning of wars, okay? And the powers stand in fear, right? The beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation, and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. All right, so that's all pretty much I'm going to get on this, man. Let me see here. For many of them, this is a good one, verse 22. It says, for many of them that dwell on the earth shall perish of famine, and the other shall escape hunger, and shall the sword destroy. So, yeah, it says, and the dead shall be cast out as dung, meaning it's, how people be having these burials for their family members, and these great big burials and stuff. The cemeteries are going to be out of commission. You forget about that. This whole place is going to be an open casket, right? So the dead, they're just going to be cast out as nothing. No great burials or nothing like that. No expensive funerals and burials or anything like that. No wakes and all that stuff. None of that stuff, man. Right? It says, and there shall be no man to comfort them. It says, for the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down. Right? This is why it's important to read all scripture. You have a lot of people that say that the Apocrypha is not canon and is not part of the scriptures, and they just exclude it, even though all the older Bibles, most of the older Bibles, they have the Apocrypha in it. There's a reason for that. You can get all the prophecy that you need out of the Bible, but you got to remember, I don't want to make a separation because the Apocrypha is the Bible. That's why I say it's in it, right? It's technically in it. Like I said, you have older Bibles where the Apocrypha is in it because it's all in it. It's all the Bible. But for the sake of the worldly knowledge of the Apocrypha, you can get all the information out of the Bible. But this little bit that I just read, all scripture is given by inspiration of God, which means this is just as important as all the other scriptures. So and when you read certain things in the Apocrypha, you'll be like, well, yeah, it'll make sense why they tried to take it out and hide that information from us, man. Right? When I read through the Apocrypha, it all makes sense as to why they wanted to take it out. They do not want us to know who where or what we are, man. Where we are, where we come from, and what we are. Right? They don't want us to know that. They want us to remain docile creatures. Black, Negro, African American, drug dealers, football players, basketball players, baseball players, and whatever else, man. And nothing that brings you back to your heritage, man. Nothing that says I am somebody. Not some Jake that just wants to be a goddamn rapper, because everybody wants to be that, right? Not some Jake that just wants to be a damn basketball player, the next NBA player, the next boxer, right? The next football player. What is that going to bring you, man? In the last days, all that stuff is going to be wiped clean, man. These days, right now, that stuff is not going to help you. What are you training for? Like, are you preparing yourself for what's getting ready to happen, or are you just practicing to be the next NBA player, man? The next rapper, right? And a woman, you can forget about that, man. They gave the women R&B. They give these women these these so-called expensive jobs. They don't. The only reason they got those, they're funding these women to get those jobs because they know they go. That's why how women stay broke, man. How in the world do I have a job that pays way less, but I have much more in my savings than you do? You women getting paid 30 something an hour, and I'm getting paid what I get paid, and y'all broken than I am. And y'all run around and talk about broke niggas, and you broken than I am. How is that? Like y'all be having on like two, three, four, $500 to yourself, if that. How in the world do I have more than you, and I get paid way less than you do? That's ridiculous, man. Because Esau knows that. Esau Edom knows that, man. Right? But y'all keep it up, man. These jobs, these mass layoffs, it's getting ready to get crazy out here, man. And well, whether you hear, like Ezekiel 2, chapter 2 says, whether you hear or whether you forbear, you're going to know that a prophet was among y'all, man. That famine of the word it's right at the doorstep. Right at the doorstep. And you people still refuse to take heed. It's not up to us at this point. Giving all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh, BAHASHAM, Yahushua, BAHASHAM, Shalom.